कभी नहीं जाऊंगी ओ
Are you a Kaieteur newspaper advertiser? Well then, we have great news for you. Kaieteur Radio presents a 50% discount on all radio advertisements only for a limited time. To advertise, contact us on 225-8465 or 226-7455 or email us at kaieteurradioads@gmail.com. You can even visit our office at 24 Saffron Street, Charlestown, Georgetown. Kaieteur Radio, covering you from coast to coast.
Need an easy Mother's Day gift that mom will love? Gift her the all-new DL4 for only $12,000 with a bigger display, better camera, and the best apps. Plus, get a free 30-day Prime bundle with purchase. Be mom's hero this Mother's Day. Visit a Digicel store near you. Digicel, better together.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening, welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. Vice President Dr. Kaieteur Jagdeo recently disclosed that Guyana's gas reserve currently totals 16 trillion cubic feet. In light of this, he believes there is merit to the advice offered by industry experts that the country would be wise to develop a gas master plan. The government's oil boss was keen to note, however, that such a plan hinges on how much of the gas reserve ExxonMobil can make available for use. In all the news, for almost a year now, Giftland has been unable to provide electricity to GPL's grid. Management of Giftland confirmed on Friday that the supply of power to GPL's grid stopped since June 29, 2021. CEO of Giftland, Devendra Dionarayan, explained that there was an issue with the alternator, which caused the transmission system to go down. Dionarayan explained that the problem with the alternator surfaced a few weeks after the damaged turbocharger was rectified last year. According to the CEO, the system went down for a few months between December 2020 and March 2021. The CEO claimed, however, that while the purchase agreement is still in force, Giftland only gets paid for the power it supplies. Meanwhile, Guyana's most recent oil discoveries in the lucrative Stabroek Block have significantly increased the country's recoverable oil equivalent barrels, so much so that its fortunes represent more than 10% of all global finds since 2015. This was specifically outlined in ExxonMobil's Energy Factor blog, which was authored by Exxon's head of upstream oil and gas, Leah Milan. And all Australia GECOM opposition commissioners are looking for the full discussions to be held regarding the reform of the Representation of the People's Act, the legislation which deals directly with elections in the country. Despite recent utterances by Vice President Jagdeo that the government had received most of its contributions on a draft RPA from civil society, GECOM Commissioner Vincent Alexander has made it clear that whatever was presented to the government did not properly reflect the views of all parties. Meanwhile, Devanand Singh, the Kitty businessman charged on April 1st with the brutal assault of a female relative, is struggling to find a lawyer to represent him in court. On Thursday, a signed letter from attorney-at-law Bernardo Silva to Magistrate Lirondelli surfaced on the various social media platforms, and its contents revealed that he no longer wants to be associated with the case. De Silva pointed out in the letter that he had already notified Singh that he will no longer be his lawyer. According to information, De Silva is the second lawyer that refused to defend Singh in a case that went viral on social media. Singh was caught on camera cuffing, slapping, and stomping a female relative to the ground in the presence of his employees at his clothing store, Brands to Go, located in Kitty, Georgetown. In other news, security cameras on Thursday captured a man using a cutlass to fend off 4 bicycle bandits who ambushed him along the street in Albertown, Georgetown. The footage even showed that one of the man's attackers appeared to be armed with a handgun. He was attacked by a gang of delinquents just after 6 hours on Thursday. CCTV cameras from nearby buildings captured the gang of 4 men on bicycles patrolling the street. They made a few circles and then zeroed in on the target, a man dressed in a short denim jeans and a black jersey. He was also riding a bicycle. As they closed in, one of them drew an object from his waist that appeared to be a handgun, but the victim quickly jumped off his bicycle and armed himself with a huge cutlass that was strapped to the bar. He let go of the bicycle and advanced towards them with his cutlass ready to defend himself. Upon seeing this, the bandit armed with the gun put it back in his waist and rode off with the others. And that brings us to the end of this evening's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.